What do you think of that? That is awesome. Bit of a bun fight, lots of fabrication, bits and pieces like had to ream that hole out, put longer bolts in. Got the air shifter takeoff and inlet in there, which I won't be using, but it's there if I need it. Braided hose, braided steel hose, just clipped. For now, all of this is just going to be a case of wearing it in. It's dropped a total of 3.5 inches from standard ride height. That's at the seat. Just for now, I've pulled these up through, which may or may not be the wise thing to do, but it's temporary. I can always preload them down if I want to stiffen it up, or just push them back a bit, but that's just set it so it's level along the road for now. It's actually exactly 7 inches longer because the 130 link chain puts that there. I could put 3 extra links in and put it here, but the more chain length you get, the more stretch you get and the more adjustment you need. So I'm just happy to leave it at that. That is way long enough. And that is pretty much exactly the effect that I wanted. Stretched and slammed. Awesomeness. I love it. I've taken off yon tractor flap purely because it just got more and more rattly and rusty and horrid, and it just wasn't in keeping with what the bike is now. So there we go. I think it's time for a test ride. Let's see what it rides like. Awesome. So there we go, that is it. End X. Job done. 7 inches longer. About 4 inches, 3.5, 4 inches lower. But that still isn't a problem. Nothing's hit yet. I shall just monitor it. All the suspension, although I've lifted the forks up through, I can wind up the preload because it's on its minimum. And the rear preload is on its maximum, so I can dump the back, I can dump the front more, but I think that is set at exactly the right angle. Nice and low, nice and mean. Obviously I had to use the old chain guard because the auger didn't work. Fiberglass had split on the back and it was just a bit floppy, and the mounts weren't in the right places, so rather than faff about, I've just gone back to a solid chain guard. Also running a 6-7 inch longer or 12 inch longer chain effectively, because it's 6 inches top and bottom, so running an extra foot of chain, it's important. You're going to get a lot more lash, so things like chain tension are now going to be extremely important. So I want a proper metal protective chain guard, because if that goes, then I don't want it coming around and collecting my left arse cheek. But that's everything. There you go. That's what I wanted. Just about the best Christmas present I ever had. Excellent. So thanks for tuning in and watching Delboy's Garage. Happy New Year all boys and girls. Ride safe out there.